I started my career in Bangkok when I was hired by Henry Ho in order to be his kind of a private buyer in Myanmar. The interesting thing is, and very challenging thing that I had to do is I had to find some stone that were his favorite one. The term Jedi Spinel didn't exist.
Didn't exist.
So at this time, you were telling me that, okay, you go to get for me some spinel, but you don't like spinel with a dark tone. You wanted to have bright gel.
True. I wanted the rose color. I wanted the redder color without the brown, and we call it tamarind color. Yeah.
So I took you to Mandalay, to the place I was going to see stone. And the funny thing is that you were born in Burma.
Yes.
You speak Burmese.
I speak Burmese.
But we decided, for the sake of the fun, say, okay, you wanted to be undercover. So you were my friend. You didn't want anybody to know who you were. And we started to discuss about strategy, because basically you wanted me to check the stone with my Darfy look. I was checking the clarity and things like that. At the end, I had to find out if the stone was okay for you or the stone was not okay for you. So we were needing a kind of signal in order to know a code, in order to find out if everything was okay. But you could understand everything, because you speak Burmese and you understand Burmese. Me, I didn't understand anything about what people were saying, but I had to find out when the stone was okay for you color-wise.
Yeah. So one of the key points is, when you're buying, you're not supposed to tell the seller how much you're in love with the stone.
Yeah.
Otherwise you never get your price. So I had to look away, and we had to use a language, and then that's how you get your stones at a reasonable price, I guess.
Yeah, I remember we were in the plane, and you were speaking about movie.
Yeah.
And we were still wondering about this code system in order for you to tell me that the color was okay for you.
Yeah.
And then I had to check the clarity better and first reject the stone. Mm-hmm. What you didn't like with some spinel was the tone. Basically, there was a dark side inside. And what you like was the stone without the dark side. I say, oh, but I want to see the last Star Wars. And because of that, I was thinking, okay, well, basically what he like is a Jedi Spinel. And then we're discussing, probably the Burmese will not know what is a Jedi Spinel, because there was no movie theater, people didn't know about the culture about Star Wars in Burma.
Yeah.
So we could understand the word Jedi, but we are sure that the Burmese could not understand the word Jedi.
Yes.
So we decided to give a try, and I think this is the way it came. Jedi Spinel was a stone that is untouched by the dark side of the Force. Okay. And the Force is strong with Spinel, and for you say that the Jedi Spinel was the equivalent in the Spinel world.
It's amazing,
for Pariba. Basically, high saturation.
It's fluorescent.
And no tone,
it's
with
glowing,
very strong glowing fluorescence.
It's glowing under your eyes.
Yeah, I look at the place, I went to the mine, collected sample, met the mine owner, and GA asked me, oh, this material is incredible, you have to write an article about that. So I decided to write an article, and I was needing a little bit more data, so I returned to Mogok, and then I met Henry again in Mogok, and I told Henry, oh, Henry, by the way, GA asked me to write an article about Mansin Spinel, but I think I will tell the story about the Jedi Spinel and how basically we named the stone. You were not super positive about that, because you said, Vincent, maybe you can wait for me to collect some more stones before to... This is one of the articles I had the most positive feedback. And then it was translated into Chinese. Because then my friend in Mogok said, oh, Vincent, there are some Chinese people, they are around Mogok, and they have your article and they are searching for the people on the photograph. Yes. Most of the buyers were young Chinese people going there. Niche market. And they were searching for beauty. And they were...
They're on the correct path. So Jedi is a term for quality, not color alone.
Yes.
Right?
The original Jedi Spinel is just a spinel that fit your taste. That's the definition of a Jedi Spinel.
Yeah, we did it for
a fluorescent spinel that fit your taste. But then the problem will be that Some people will start to widen the range in order to include inside some stones that you will never buy because the shape is not good, because there are too much inclusion, because it's cut like a potato, or the color is bad. The color is wrong. I have seen some people calling Jedi Spinel some stones that are dark. I will never call that Jedi Spinel.
You just can't go by color. It's just one attribute of a gem, right? So you need several combinations.
If it's just by color, a stone that is badly cut with full of inclusion is a Jedi Spinel. Yeah, kind of, but it looks bad. Basically, the criteria was Henry was checking the color, and I was checking the clarity and the rest. And if the clarity was not okay, he said, okay, let's go to another one. The stone has to speak to you or it doesn't speak to you, and it's not just about the color, it's about the color, the shape, the brilliance, and everything.
Language is used, it's not just a convention of somebody. You can create a term, but if nobody uses it, it doesn't become language. A standard is the same.
We created this name in order to communicate between each other. So it's fine for other people to use this name in order to communicate. Now, do we agree with the understanding of other people of that name? Probably not. For me, a Jedi Spinel will remain a stone that if I get a smile on a Henry face with that stone, if Henry feels that this stone is pretty, that's fine.
And I'm not supposed to smile. I'm supposed to look at the other way.